Good evening or good morning and welcome to the channel. Today we have another very interesting chess game. This one was played in 1969 between Boris Spassky, who was playing as white, and he was a challenger in this match against Tigran Petrosyan. This was of course the 1969 World Chess Champion match held in Moscow, Russia, and in the end Boris Spassky did manage to win a World Chess Champion title. Very interesting game is on our hands. I will not spoil you and share you who won, of course. Also, just a quick note, if you wish to be better at chess, you can check the description below in the video, and you can join one wonderful community I'm a part of with a lot of things you can learn from. I will not bother you too much. Just click on it and check it out for yourself. You can log in, it's free, and you will not regret it, I promise. So with that said, let's go straight into the game. Boris Spassky, who played with white, opened the game with c4, knight to f6 for black. We have knight to c3 and e6 for black. Looks like this is going to be an English opening Agincourt defense. We have knight to f3, after d5 and d4. This is now a queen's gambit decline. For now, we have c5, semi-Tarrasch defense is on the board, and after c takes on d5, knight takes on d5, we have e4 attacking this knight, knight picks up on c3, b takes on c3, and after c takes on d4, c takes on d4, Tigran Petrosyan decided to play bishop to b4. Bishop d2 to block this check. We have bishop takes on d2, queen takes on d2, and castle for black. White now continues his development with the move bishop to c4. He also wants to castle as well. We have knight to c6 right now developing and also trying to pressure this pawn. White continues with castle, and right now we have b6 for black played. The idea of black is to simply fianchetto this white squared bishop here. Rook a to d1. Since all of his pieces are developed, it is time to put the heavy pieces in use on open and semi-open files. Black continues his development with bishop to b7. We have rook f to e1 played for white, and white has completed his development. Rook to c8 for black, now threatening to maybe have some discovered attacks on this bishop. For now this is completely fine, and white goes straight for the center. He plays d5. We have exchange on the board, and after that bishop takes on d5. For now this is still not an isolated pawn, and the position is equal by computer evaluation. Knight goes on a5, so right now it is offered to go into the endgame. This endgame should be a draw technically, but if the queens are off the board and a few pieces, black will have this 2 against 1 majority, so it can be a bit difficult for white, but it is a theoretical draw. Queen goes on f4. For now Boris Spassky wants to avoid the queen trades, and he wants to offer black to trade the bishops if he wants to. For now black doesn't want to do that, and he offers a queen trade as well, and also grabbing the advantage of this open file with queen to c7. Spassky refuses this trade and he plays queen to f5. Now finally we have a trade on the board. Bishop takes on d5, e takes on d5, and right now we have queen to c2. Another amazing move for black, and the point is that now if you trade the queens, this will be fine for black. Black will have a decent position with this rook infiltrating in the second rank. Also, yes, white has an open pawn, but black will have some counterplay. If you refuse that, which happened in the game with queen to f4, you simply leave your pawn, and what Tigran Petrosyan just did, he took this pawn on a2. But this has a price, of course. Boris Spassky saw that, and now he plays for d6. He has an free passer, and he wants to use as much as he can. Rook c to d8 to block the advancement, and white continues with d7. We have queen to c4, another queen trade which Boris Spassky refuses, because if the queens are traded, then putting this pawn into some use would be really difficult. Black has a knight, and black will probably have some knight maneuver, and he will be able to grab this pawn. Queen f5 for Boris Spassky refuses, and right now h6. The point of the h6 move is now white is also threatening knight to g5, and checkmate threats are coming, so h6 to prevent that. Now we have rook to c1 attacking this queen, and queen retreats to a6 just to be helpful here on this row, and maybe this row when this pawn is moved. Rook to c7 is played for Boris Spassky, and we have b5 on the board with the idea to go to simply have control on this 6th rank. And right now in the game was played knight to d4, which is not a mistake, but definitely not the strongest move of the position. Boris Spassky missed a nice win here. So after b5, actually winning move for white was a rook to e8, and it doesn't look that at the first glance. So now we will see what would happen if a rook d takes on e8 was played. Then simply d takes on e8 with a queen promotion, and after rook takes on e8, white has this queen picks up on f7 tactic, and after king goes on h8, this is a checkmate. After rook to e8, there was another thing. So if rook f takes on e8, then the position is almost the same. We promote the queen, and after rook takes, queen takes on f7 check, king goes on h8, and queen takes on g7 is a checkmate. So after rook to e8, the best continuation for black by computer is actually to go queen to d6, but after that white continues with rook to c8, and after the best possible replies with knight to c6, g3 simply to prevent any kind of checkmate threats here, g6, and after this queen takes on b5, white has almost 4.5 advantage. The game is simply done. Black is paralyzed, and the rest is up to white to continue the pressure and pick up the rest of the pawns, or simply bring the knight up and try and endanger black somehow, but this is a generally lost position. So rook e8 was missed, but instead of that knight d4 was played, which is not of course a mistake, but it loses the advantage that white had with rook to e8. We have queen to b6 for black attacking this rook. Rook goes on the 8th rank. And right now we have knight to b7. By the way, just wanted to show you that after rook to c8, of course, rook takes on c8 is not a possibility, because after promotion, queen takes on c8, king h7, and the game is done. You have a rook advantage. So rook to c8 was played for Spassky, knight to b7 was played, and now we have knight to c6 played for white. Another pressure here attacking this rook. This rook doesn't have free space. He can either sacrifice or he can move, which again will lose this material and this rook. So right now Tigran Petrosyan finds an amazing resource with knight to d6, but Spassky plays even braver, and he finds knight picks up on d8, sacrificing this queen. The point is that after you have to, of course, now take the queen. After knight to c6, this is where Tigran Petrosyan resigned. And now we will see a different options that black had in this position. So let's say if rook takes on c8, then of course d takes on c8 with a queen promotion, and if king goes on h7, this is a checkmate in 3. Now king on h8, for example, and rook to g8 is a checkmate. After this move, if you go for g6, this is a possibility, but again rook to e8 is a checkmate. So definitely something you cannot do here. Let's see what else is there after knight to c6. We saw that rook takes on c8 was not a possibility, but let's say knight to d6. If you play something like this, then there is a different options to continue this game. One of the options is to go knight to e7 here. But again, another option is to go with rook takes on f8, and after king takes on f8. Now you can promote this. Even a rook here is perfectly fine. This is a checkmate threat. If you, of course, retreat your knight, either rook is winning, and this is a checkmate. And after promotion, you are basically forced to take this, and after knight takes on d8, white is simply a rook up, and this is a really easy win for Boris Spassky, completely resignable position. And this is how this wonderful game ended, guys, and this is all I have prepared for you today. If you enjoyed this game, it would mean a lot to me if you can like this video, share it, or simply watch it until the very end, because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can drop a comment or two if you want to if you have some suggestions about the position, about future games, or simply anything you like. Everything helps, guys, and your help is much appreciated. Also, as I mentioned, if you want to become a better at chess, if you wish to reach like 1000 elo, 1500, 2000 elo, there is a chess platform and chess community I personally use. I also want to grow my chess and reach some of my goals, and it's definitely recommended for everyone in chess. Believe me, chess is such a rich game that some of the grandmasters that use these platforms say that they didn't know a thing or two in the chess game. That's how complex the chess game is, and especially for us, let's say beginners or intermediate players, it is definitely something you want to pay attention to and something you want to improve. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other in the next video. I wish you a pleasant day, and bye bye.